My name is Sunday Bada. I am here to teach you guys how to solve JAMB past question mathematics for year 2023. Let's begin to solve this question together. In an experiment, a student obtained the value of G to be 10 centimeter instead of the expected value of 9.8 centimeter. What is the percentage error? He got this 10 centimeter instead of this 9.8. To get the error, you look for the difference. Error is 10 centimeter minus 9.8 centimeter. The error is 0.2 centimeter. Now, to look for the error percentage, you need to do what? Error over the value that you used initially multiplied by 100 percentage. What is the error? Error is 0.2 over what he used when he got the error, 10 multiplied by 100 percentage. Zero here 1, zero here 1. What we have left is 0.2 multiplied by 10. What are we going to get when you multiply by? It's going to give us what? 2. Our final answer is 2 percentage. Do we have 2 there? Yes, B. Our final answer is B. Let's move to the next question. Evaluate 1.625 multiplied by 0.038 divided by 3.25 correct to 2 decimal places. Now let me write the question out so that we can see it clearly. 0.38 divided by 3.25. Now what you just need to do is to use your calculator to multiply 1.625 multiplied by 0.3038. It's going to give us 0.06175 divided by 3.25. 3.25. Yes, it gives us 0.019. The question say correct to 2 places decimal. 2 places decimal, let me write it here, 0.019. 2 decimal places is 1, 2. This is 2 decimal places. We now look at the next one. Is it 5 and above? If it is 5 and above, you can now turn this 9 to 1 and add this to this 1, making 2. Our final answer is going to be 0.02 to 2 decimal places. Do we have that? Yes, D. Our final answer is D. Let's move to the next question. For what value of x is 2x plus 3 over x squared minus 5x plus 6 undefined? Whenever you see question that say undefined, what you are going to do is only the denominator that you write out and do what? And work on it. Only the denominator, the one down. We have this question like this. Let me rewrite the question. Plus 3 over x squared minus 5s plus 6. And this one is called undefined. Therefore, you are going to write out only the denominator and work on that one only. X squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Now we will look for 2 numbers that you can multiply that will give you 6. And when you add the same number together or you minus it, it's going to give you 5. Like I said earlier on, I said 3, the 2 number that you can multiply together that will give you 6, and the one that you add together that will give you 5 is what? 3 and 2. Therefore, this 5x, we are going to change it. We have minus 3x minus 2x. It's going to give us what? minus 5x. You are owing 3 naira and you are owing 2 naira. When you add it together, it's going to give you minus 5x. Therefore, we are going to replace this minus 5x with minus 3x minus 2x because it's the same thing. Therefore, let me write the question out. Minus 3x minus 2x plus 6 equals to 0. This is it. Now we have replaced minus 5x with minus 3x minus 2x. Let's bracket it. Can bracket it like this. Therefore, what is the factor that is common between here? Is x. So you take one out of this x, it will remain 1x because we have 2 raised power 2. This one will make minus x minus 3. Again, what is common factor here? It is 2. 2. Therefore, when you take 2, it will remain only x here. How many 2 can we see in 6? We will see 3 equal to 0. Therefore, our final answer that we are going to take here now is x. The one you just take one out of this one and we use the one that you use as a factor here. X minus 2 and just take this one too. X minus 3 equals to 0. When x, let me write, x minus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, we have this x minus 3 equals to 0 and x minus 3 equals to 0. Let's go to the new page so that I can write it out. I don't want to clean this space up. We have what? We have x minus 3 equals to 0. X minus 2 equals to 0. When you do what? When this minus 3 want to go and make the 0, the minor will change to plus. S 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 is the same thing, 3. Same thing, 0. This minus 2 will change to plus. S is equal to 2. Our answer is 3 and 2. Let's go to the previous page. 3 and 2 positive, which is A. Our final answer is A. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. A. Let's move to the next question. If x minus 2 is a factor of 2x raised power 2 minus x plus k, then k is what? When you have question like this, say if x minus 2 is a factor, therefore let's write the factor, which is x minus 2. If x minus 2, it means that it equals to 0. You substitute for x. What is our x there? Our x is going to be s is equal to 0. This minus 2, when it jump is equal to, you change to plus. Our s is going to be what? 2. When our If our x is equal to 2, then what is the value of k? Let's write out this question out. 2s raised power 2 minus s plus k. What is our x? Our s is 2. 2 raised power 2. You replace that s with 2. 2 plus k equals to 0. 2 times 2. You know this one is raised power 2. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, the one beside here is 8. 8 minus 2 plus k equals to 0. 8 minus 2 is going to give us what? 6 plus k equals to 0. Now, let's move this 6 to where? To collect like time. K will stand alone, while 6 and 0, they look alike. They will stay one side. K is going to be 0. When when there's nothing behind the 6 at the left side, it means that there's an invisible plus. By the time it drop is equal to, it's going to change what? To minus. K equals to 0 minus 6 is going to give us minus 6. Our final answer is minus 6. Do we have it? Yes, D. Our answer is D. Let's move to the next question. Using the graph below, find the value of sine 270 degree plus 2s cosine 270 degree. Instead of using, if you don't have graph, you can use your calculator to calculate this one instead of going through the graph. Let's calculate this one together like this. Just press, what is sine 270? Sine 270 equals to -1. Let me first write it out. Like I said, let me write out the question. Sine 270 degree plus 2 cosine 270 degree. What is sine 270 degree? When you press calculator, you will discover the answer instead of going through the graph or something. Therefore, what is sine 270? Sine 270 is -1 plus 2. What is cosine 270? Our cosine 270 is going to give us 0. When you did not see anything from here, like 2 cosine 270, it means that there's an invisible multiplication there. Therefore, we are going to multiply by 0 because our cosine 270 degree is 0. -1 plus 2 times 0 is 0. -1 plus 0 is going to give us what? -1. Our final answer is -1. Do we have it? Yes, B. Our answer is B. Let's move to the next question. Use the mathematical table to evaluate. The same thing, you don't need to, if you have calculator, to use calculator, just use your calculator instead of going through the graph because you have to be tracing it. Let me write out the question. Cosine 40 degree minus sine 30 degree. What is cosine 40? Cosine 40 is 0.7660. Minus, what is sine 30? Sine 30 is 0.5. You know that one, sine 30. Like I said, that sine 30 is 0.5. Now let's minus it. 0.766 minus 0.5. 0.766 minus 0.5 is going to give us 0.266. Do you have 0.266? Yes, D. Our final answer is D. Let's move to the next question. Given that y minus 4 vary directly as the square of x and that y equals to 7 when s is equal to 1, find the value of y when s is 2. Now, the question say y minus 4 vary with what? With x square. It means that the higher in the -1, if it is higher by 1, s2 will be higher. Anything vary, it means that anything that affects one, it will also affect this one. If there is any increase in this one, there will be an increase in this one. It means that they are vary. It's either increase or decrease. If this one increase, this one may increase. Now, if you want to solve question like this, there's something we call constants, like a fixed cost. When you want to look for the, let me give us a, there's one formula called something like this, bx. It is called cost function. This a will represent like a fixed cost. Fixed costs. Why this one will vary? X is the variable or quantity of what they produce for getting your cost of y. Now, if you want to calculate this one, you just say minus y minus 4 equals to kx square. Our k is constant. What is our y? The question say our y is 7. Y is 7. And when x is what? X is 1. What is y? 7. Let me just write 7 minus 4. K, we don't know the k. What is our x? Our x is 1. power 2. 7 minus 4, 3. What is k? 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times k is k. Therefore, our final answer for k is 3. The question now asks us further that when x, no, find the value of y. The case said that find the value of y when x is 3. Therefore, let me write this question out. Our final answer for this one, the formula that we get k for 3 is, no, we have something like this, y minus. Therefore, let me rewrite this question. Y minus 4 equals to k raised power 2. You know that we have gotten k for 3. Therefore, it's the same thing as 4 minus, what is k? K is 3x squared. Now, we will now apply this question. The second question is give us, say, find the value of y when x is 3. When x is 3. Find the value of this y when x is 3. Now, the question say we should look for the value of y, which is this one. We have gotten the equation now. Y minus 4 equals to 3x squared because we are substitute for k. K is 3. Therefore, our k, instead of writing this k here like this, you will replace it with the 3 that we got here. Therefore, y minus 4, what is our x? Our x is what? 3. 3 raised power 2. Let me write the question out here so that instead of, I don't want to clean this space up. I have 4 minus, I have minus 4 equals to 3 raised power 3, 2. Now, you now say y minus 4 equals to 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. 27. Therefore, we are going to collect like time here. This minus 4 will jump to go and meet his brother. Therefore, y equals to 27. We have minus behind the 4. By the time it jump is equal to, it's going to change to what? It's going to change to plus. Therefore, y is equal to 31. Let's go and check if we have our answer there. Our y is what? 31. 31. What is, do we have 31 there? Yes. A. Our final answer is A. Let's move to the next question. Rationalize the express 1 over square root of 2 plus square root of 5. Now, to solve this question like this, something like this, you need to multiply the denominator by both the numerator and the denominator. But we have a plus sign here. By the time you use it to multiply the both sides, you are going to change this plus to minus. Therefore, let's write it like this. You multiply this by square root of 2 minus, it will change to minus when you are multiplying them. The down one 2 will change to what? Minus. It's the same thing. The numerator we use to multiply the numerator at the top and the down one. What you just need to change is this plus sign to minus. Therefore, 1 multiplied by this one is going to give us the same thing. Minus square root of 5. Now we multiply these two together. Square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 2. Square root of 2 multiplied by minus 5. And this one, let me draw it. This one multiplied by this. This one multiplied by this. And this one multiplied by this. This one multiplied by this one. Let's go first with square root of 2 minus multiplied by square root of square root is going to give us what? Square root of 4. What is square root of 4? 2. Already that one has opened. Now let's go to the next one. Square root of 2 multiplied by minus square root of 5 is going to give us what? Minus square root of 10, because 5 times 2 is going to give us 10. The next one, plus square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 2 is going to give us plus square root of. The next one is plus square root of 5 multiplied by minus square root of 5 is going to give us 10. The next one, plus square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 2 is going to give us plus square root of. The next one is plus square root of 5 multiplied by minus square root of 5. The first thing we need to do, let's multiply plus times minus is going to give us minus. Therefore, square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 5 is 25 square root. What is the square root of 25? Is going to give us what? 5. Now we have minus square root of 10 plus square root of 10. You know this one has cut off each other. You have 10 naira, which is plus, and you are weighing 10 naira. When you cut it, so it's going to give us what? Square root of 2 minus square root of 5. We have, what do we have down? We have 2 here minus this minus 5. It's going to give us square root of 2 minus square root of 5 is equal to minus 3. We have minus 3 left. Now, when you have your answer like this, you cannot leave negative at the denominator. What you just need to do is that multiply minus at the top and multiply minus at the down, so that you can take away the minus that you have at denominator. How do we minus this one? We just multiply this one by minus, multiply the down one. You can say minus 1 is the same thing. You can say minus 1 over minus 1. Therefore, minus 1 multiplied by square root of 2 is going to give us minus square root. Minus 1 times minus is going to give us plus square root of 5 over minus times minus is plus already. 3 times 1, 3. 3. Now, what they do now here is that, let me go to the next page. I don't want to, let me go to the next page. I don't want to clean this space up. We have minus square root of 2 plus square root of 5 over 3. The 3 has changed to what? To plus. There's no minus at the bottom again. We cannot leave our answer like this. We can leave it. If you want to do like something like this, we have minus 2 plus 5. You can change this to something like this. Square root of 5 minus square root of 2 over 3 is the same thing as 1 over 3 or over 3. Therefore, if there is nothing at the back of square root of 5, I always say that there is an invisible plus there, and you may not put your plus. What you just did here is that we just change the destiny of these 2 and 5. We change this one to the left side and bring the minus 2 back here. Therefore, it's still the same thing. Let's go to the previous to check our answer. Square root of 5 minus 5 minus square root of 2. Now, our answer is here, which is A. Our answer is A, because we have plus 5. If there's nothing behind this 5, think that there's plus 5 minus 2 over 1 over 3 is the same thing as this one. Is the same thing as 1. Is the same thing as 1 over 3 over square root of 5 minus square root of 2. Is the same thing. Our answer is what? Our answer is A. Final answer is C. Let's move to the next question. Express the product of 0.06 and 0.9 in standard form. What you just need to do, 0.06 multiply by 0.09. What is it going to give us? 0.06 multiplied by 0.09. It's going to give us 3. 0.0054. Now, if you want to change this one to a standard form, we are going to move these points to this 5. 1, 2, 3. You put your points here. Therefore, we move it to the right. You now write your final answer as 5.4 multiplied by 10 minus 3. That is our final answer. Where is it? Yes, A. Final answer is what? A. Let's move to the next question. Yes, this question, a girl bought a bag of oranges at the rate of 3 oranges for 2 naira and sold them at the rate of 4 for 5 naira. What was her percentage profit on the transaction? This question look technical, but what you just need to do, don't bother to stress yourself. What you will need to do is to look for the cost of one orange. What is the cost of one orange and what is the selling price for one orange? When you get that one, you will know the profit that this girl make from the orange. Now let's know she bought 3 oranges for how many? For how much? 2 naira. Therefore, for one orange is going to be how much? 2 naira divided by 3 because she bought 3 orange for 2 naira. Therefore, we are going to get the cost for one orange here. Yeah? 2 divided by 3 is going to give us what? It's going to give us what she bought, 0.666. Let me stop at the 4 decimal places. Therefore, the cost for one orange is what? Cost price for one orange is that. Now, what is the selling price? She sold four oranges for 5 naira. Therefore, our selling price, this is the cost price. This is our cost price. Selling price to be how much? 5 naira divided by 4 oranges. That's what she sold it. Let's divide this one too. 5 divided by 4 is going to give us the selling price of 1 naira 25 kobo. That's the selling price. How do we get the profit that he make here? The selling price, the cost price is 0.6667. Now the selling price is 1 naira 25 kobo. To get the profit, therefore she made profit. Selling price minus cost price. What is our selling price? 1.25 minus what is cost price? 0.6667. Our profit, the profit is going to be 0.6667. It's going to give us profit. Let me write it here. The profit is 0.55833. This is our profit. Now, how do we calculate the profit percentage? Let me open another page because this page is filled up. Therefore, the formula to know the profit percentage is profit over cost price multiplied by 100 percentage. What is the cost price? What is our profit? Our profit is 0.5833. This is our profit. Now let's apply it. Now let's apply the formula 0.5833, which is profit, over what is the cost price? 0.6667 multiplied by 100 percentage. Let's use our calculator to give us our final answer. 0.5833 multiplied by 100, it gives us 58.33 divided by 0.6667. Our final answer is 87.49%. Let's look at the whether we get our answer. 87.5. We have 87.5. By the time 87, our final answer is 87.49%. When we do what? Approximate to one decimal places, we can change this one to 1 because it's 5 and above, this 9 to 1, and add this one to 4. It's going to give us 75.5%. Our final answer is going to be what? It's going to be D. D. Our final answer is D. D. Thank you for listening. I remain Sunday Bada. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Bye bye.